Hello and good morning. We have here our lesson for today. And today it's January 26, 2021. Today is a Tuesday and we always say good morning. And how about for the next part of our routine? Can we practice counting from 1 to 50? Can you count with me? Let's count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. We counted from 1 to 50. Now, how about for the next part of our routine? Let's do our sight words. So we have here our word. It's funny. We have the letters F, U, N, N, and Y. The word is funny. That orangutan is funny. We have the word funny. How about another word, another sentence? We still have the word funny. We have F, U, N, N, and Y. I see the funny puppet with his orange juice. We have the word funny. And how about for the next word, funny? F-U-N-N and Y. That's funny. The octopus looks funny when it swims. Our word is funny. The next word is the word get. The letters in get, we have G, E, and the letter T, get. They need to get the octagon stop sign. We have the word get. Get. When you need something, you have to get it. That's get. Next one. How about another sentence? We have the word get again. G, E, and the letter T, get. I will get the orchids for my mommy. We have the word get. That's get. And the last word, the last sentence also, we have get. G, E, and the letter T, get. When making origami, you need to get lots of paper. Our word is get. Get. How about let's do a review of our lesson from yesterday? Remember, we had the letter O and the sound of O is O. We have capital O and lowercase o. Even though they don't look the same, capital O and lowercase o has the same sound, the O sound. And what do we have here on our screen? We have our capital letter O go around and lowercase letter O go around also. That's how you make your letter O. And O is for the octopus. The letters in the word octopus, we have O, C, T, O, P, U, and S. We have the word octopus. And how about for the letters? Let's look for capital and lowercase o. Let's circle them, mark an X on the letters that are not O. This is capital O, this is N, this is letter P, this is lowercase o, this is letter Q, and this is L. We found all our letter O's, capital O and lowercase letter o. And O is for the octopus. And how about let's do our letter O? Let's trace our letter O. Around and around we go. That's the way to make an O. Again, around and around we go. That's how we make the letter O. Capital letter O. And this one, it's lowercase letter O. Oh, yum! An orange to eat. Nice and round. It's a healthy treat. Again, oh, yum! An orange to eat. Nice and round. It's a healthy treat. So we have lowercase o and it looks like an orange. Now we have here our capital letter O, and capital O is for the octopus. Go around and around, that's how you make capital O. Around and around, we have our letter O. Around and around, around and around, around and around. We have our capital letter O, and O is for the octopus. Next one. How about let's do another letter? We still have letter O, but this time it's the lowercase letter O. O is for the orangutan. Go around and it looks like an orange. Around and around, you have your letter O looking like an orange. Around and around and around. We have our lowercase letter O, and O is for the orangutan. And we have here, we need to look for all the letter O's in the frame. Let's cover all the letter O's with the onions. So this is lowercase o, let's cover. This is P. This is letter G. This one is the letter O. This one is letter C. This one is N. This one is lowercase o. This one is another O, a capital O. This one is the letter B. This one is O. Let's cover with an onion. Another letter O. This one is letter O. This one is letter A. This one is capital O. And the last one is another O. How many letter O's are there? Let's count them. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There are 9 letter O's and we cover them also with 9 onions. And how about for the pictures that begin with O, the ones that begin with the O sound? Let's circle the pictures with the O sound and mark an X on the ones that don't have the O sound. We have the letter O for the office. Let's circle. O is also for the oven. Now we have oven for the letter O. Nest doesn't begin with O. It doesn't have the O sound. Let's mark an X. And this one is a kind of doctor, the optometrist. The optometrist is a doctor for your eyes. So let's circle the optometrist. Those are some pictures that begin with the letter O. We have the office, the oven, and the optometrist. How about you look here? We have to sort all our letter O's. We have capital O in this box and lowercase o in the other box. Is this capital letter O? Yes, this is capital O. This one, it's lowercase letter o. This one also is another lowercase o. And this one is lowercase o. This one is capital O. And this letter is capital O. This one is a capital letter O. And this one is lowercase o. Another lowercase letter O. And this one is also lowercase o. We have another lowercase o. This one is capital O. Another lowercase. This one is capital. This one is also capital O. And this one is a lowercase letter o. So we found all our letter O's, the capital O's, and the lowercase O's. And remember, even though they don't look alike, they all have the same sound, the aw sound. How about we look for the letter O's on our screen? And this time we have our guide. This is the capital letter O for the olives. Let's circle all the letter O's on our screen. We have this one. Let's continue circling all our letter O's, and after looking for our O's, let's count them. Let's mark and count how many we found on our screen, okay? We have lots of letter O's on our screen. Let's see how many we have here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. There are 16 capital letter O's on our screen. How about for the next one? We have our lowercase letter O. And remember, lowercase o is for the otter, an animal that likes to swim. Let's circle all the letter O's. Let's see how many we have on our screen. I think we also have a lot of letter O's on our screen. And once we're done, we need to tally and count how many we have here on our screen. So let's count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. So there are 18 letter O's on our screen. Now, how about we sort our bread in the capital O bakery? Now, let's see. The bread that we need to put inside the oven needs to have capital letter O. So, how about we check the breads? Let's see. Is this capital O? Do we put it in the oven? Yes, this is capital O. Let's put it inside. Another one. Is this capital O? No, this is lowercase. Let's put it back in the shelf. This one, I think this is capital O. Let's put it inside also. Another one. Is this capital or lowercase? This is lowercase. Let's put it back in the shelf. How about this bread? This is capital O. Let's put it in the oven. Another loaf of bread. Is this capital O? Yes, this is capital O. Let's put inside the oven. Another one. Is this capital O? Yes, this shows capital O. Remember, we only need to put capital O in the oven. How about this bread? This is lowercase, not capital. Is this capital O? Yes, this is capital O. Let's put it in the oven. Another letter. Is this capital O? Yes, this is capital letter O. This one, is this capital O? No, this is lowercase. How about this one? Is this capital O? No, this is lowercase letter O. How about this one? Do we have capital O? No, this is lowercase. And this bread, is this capital O? Yes, this is capital letter O. Another bread, do we have capital O? Yes, this is capital letter O. And the last one, do we have capital O? Yes, this is capital letter O. We placed all our capital O breads in the oven. How about the next set of letters? This time we have our lowercase o. Let's put all the lowercase o in the oven. Is this lowercase o? No, this is capital. Let's put it back. This one, is this lowercase o? Yes, this is lowercase. Let's put it in the oven. And this one, is this capital lowercase? This is lowercase. Let's put it in the oven. Another one, is this capital lowercase? This one is lowercase. Let's put it inside. How about another one? Is this lowercase? This one is lowercase o. Let's put it inside. Another one. I think we should put it inside. This is lowercase. This one? Oh no, this is capital. Let's put it back in the shelf. This one, I think this is also lowercase. Do you see this is lowercase o? No, that's capital. Let's put it on the shelf. This one, I think this is lowercase. Let's put it inside. Another one, is this lowercase? Yes, this is lowercase o. How about another piece of bread? Is this lowercase o? Yes, let's put it inside. Lowercase letter o. Another set. Is this capital or lowercase? This one is lowercase. Let's put it inside. Another one. Do we have lowercase o? Yes, this is lowercase o. This piece of bread, is this lowercase? Yes, this is lowercase. Let's put it inside. How about this one? Is this lowercase? No, that's capital. How about this piece of bread? Is this lowercase? No, this is also capital. Let's put it back. So we found all our lowercase o's. Good job. How about for the next set? Oops. We have here things that begin with the letter O. What are the things that begin with O? The ones with the O sound. O is for the ox. O, ox. O is for the orange. O, orange. O is for the O. O, o. O is for the octopus. O, octopus. O is for the olive. O, olive. O is for the onion. O, onion. O is for the or. O, or. And O is for the oven. O, oven. Those are the things that has the O sound or the ones that begin with the letter O. Let's move to the next set. Let's cover the pictures that begin with the letter O. Is O for octopus? Yes, let's cover with a star. Let me fix first. And how about for the train? Do we put a star on a train? No. How about the otter? Yes, otter begins with O. Nest doesn't begin with O. Piano doesn't begin with O. Koala doesn't begin with O. Strawberry doesn't begin with O. But ostrich begins with O. Snowman doesn't begin with O. The ox doesn't begin with O. Window doesn't begin with O. Olives begin with the letter O. The train doesn't begin with O. Watermelon doesn't begin with O. Off begins with the letter O, and queen doesn't begin with the letter O. So those are some words that begin with the letter O or has the O sound. Okay, we have to put the ox. Sorry. We went back and let's cover the star. Let's cover the ox with a star. Now, how about we do our lesson for today? That was just a review. Let's see what are the things that begin with O, the ones with the O sound. We have our O tree. Let's put all the things that begin with O. Does office begin with O? Sometimes mommy and daddy needs to go to the office to work. Office? Office begins with O. Let's put in the tree. How about the penguin? Does it begin with O? No, penguin doesn't go in O. How about the orange? Does orange begin with O? Yes, let's put it inside. Let's put it in the tree. How about pizza? Do we put pizza? No, pizza doesn't go in the letter O. How about pumpkin? Do we put pumpkin in letter O? No, pumpkin doesn't begin with the letter O. Octopus. Do we put octopus? Octopus? Yes, octopus begins with O. Omelette. Omelette. The omelette is made from eggs. You can eat this during breakfast. Omelette. Does omelette begin with O? Omelette? Yes, let's put omelette in the letter O. How about the nest? Do we put nest in letter O? No, nest doesn't go in the letter O. How about the needle? Do we put needle in O? No, needle doesn't go in O. How about net? Net? Do we put net in the letter O? No, net doesn't begin with O. How about night? Do we put night in the letter O? No, night doesn't begin with O. And how about the last one? Owl. Owl for the letter O. Owl begins with O. Let's put it inside. So the things that go in our O tree, we have, let's make it big so that you can see. O is for the office. O is for orange. O is for octopus. O for omelette. And O for the owl. They all have the letter O in the beginning. We have the letter O sound, the O sound. And how about we check the ones that begins with the letter O, okay? We have pictures here. Let's check it. If it begins with O, and mark an X on the ones that go in O. Nose doesn't begin with O. Fox doesn't begin with O. But omelette begins with O. Let's check. O is not for frog or begins with letter O. Dolphin doesn't begin with the letter O. How about this set? Do we check for ox? O for ox? Yes. How about hot dog? Hot dog? No. How about clock? Clock? No also. They don't begin with O. How about for popcorn? Popcorn? No. Ant? Ant? No also. How about orchid? Oh, orchid? Yes, this is an orchid. It's a special flower, orchid. And another one. How about the dog? Do we check for dog? No. How about box? Do we check for box? No also. How about octagon? Octagon? Yes, we check for octagon. How about the last one? How about rocket? Do we check for rocket? No. How about octopus? Yes. How about sock? No, it doesn't begin with O. We have here our pictures that begin with the letter O. Oyster begins with the letter O. It has an O sound. O, oyster. O is also for the octopus. Let me fix this one. O is also for the octopus. Let's put it inside. O is also for the orange. The orange is a very yummy fruit. Orange. O is also for the oven. We have our oven, the picture of the oven, and you put your cakes to bake inside the oven, even the bread. How about this one? We also have O for the oil. You use the oil to cook. You sometimes use the oil inside the engine so that it will not be ruined. And there's also O for onion. O for onion, and the onion is a kind of vegetable. O for the onion. And how about I end our class here? Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching our video for this day, for our lesson for today. And I will see you tomorrow on our class. I will see you on January 27, 2021. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.